Good morning, everybody. Let me pull up my chat on my phone because StreamYards is way behind. See, Florence has been in here. Hey, beautiful. Find my own channel. I didn't know Brian was live this morning, or I would have not done my live. Everybody's listening to the drama this morning. But anyhow, still cold here in Virginia. Hey, Florence. How are you, girl? Let me see. How my chat disappeared. So I messed my daggone phone up yesterday. I dropped it in the snow, and now it won't get off like the rotation mode. Like my home screen is like rotated. Hey, Mel. Florence hates drama. Yeah, well, I am guilty of watching it and actually watching it too much lately, so I'm kind of backing away from it. Put it in a bucket of rice. Oh, yeah, my phone, yeah. Hey, Lisa. Well, it didn't act like it got that wet. How come it's only showing one person in my chat? Let me go back out. And I know there's more than one person in there. See, it says 11. Mine was saying 1. Anyhow. Hey, Karen. Yeah, the drama is not worth it. It actually exhausts me watching it. So yesterday I had a toothache. So after my live stream, I really wasn't on YouTube until yesterday evening. And when you miss a few hours of YouTube, it's like missing 10 years worth of drama. Beautiful Mandy, beautiful Shine On, Saz, good afternoon. Y'all been keeping up with the Patrick Frazee trial? I have a little bit. I post more on my Patreon about it. I did do a video this morning. Kelsey Barrett's friends testified yesterday. And they were just testified about what a loving mother she was. And she was a very private person. And I didn't know this, but she actually, before her disappearance, she had asked for time off from work because of mental fatigue. I guess Patrick was being a dick to her. Karen, I had enough drama when my 2 were teenagers. Oh, I know it. I didn't have that much drama in school. We all got a little drama in our real lives at times. Family and stuff. Yeah, it's my damn phone. I'm trying to get it to go right here. I can't believe I did that because my phone's going to be messed up. And I just bought this 6 damn months ago. I can't deal with drama and negativity that goes with it. People are mean. Yeah. Hey, Wolf Powers. People really are mean. So I'm going to try to have some self-control, not get caught up in it. I did a little bit, commenting, and I never really say anything bad. But still, I notice when I watch that stuff, like if my leg's hurting and I prop it up and I turn on the YouTube and watch the drama, I notice it kind of puts me in a bad mood a little bit after a while, and that's my own fault. Hey, Southern Mom. Be careful driving, girl. Hey, Jim, girl. If y'all haven't seen Mel's parody of me, I posted a link to it in my community page. It is freaking hilarious. She talks just like me. I mean, the voice sounds different, but the way she words things, I mean, you think it's me talking. I laughed my ass off, and my husband was laughing because Mel Mel in the video, she screams just like me. Ah! She does it. And it is freaking hilarious. I wish I could, but I don't think I can because I'm using my Chrome browser. I wish I could pull that video up, though. Yeah, Mel, Mark was laughing his ass off this morning. Hey, Love Hollis. Says drama-free zones are the best. Yeah. I just figure y'all hear drama everywhere else, and y'all don't really want to hear it when you come here on my channel, and I really don't want it on my channel, to be honest. Let's see if we can find us something to talk about. I seen a woman, an American woman, was murdered in the Dominican Republic. She had lived there for 15 years. She was a teacher, and someone broke into her home, robbed her, but they tied her up, hands behind her back, and they gagged her. And they also took some of her clothing. See, I just scrolled right past it. You try to open other things up when you're doing StreamYards, and it's so daggone slow. Let's see if I can get it now. I just don't want to scroll. I'll wait for it to pull up a second. That's why I love your channel. Keep it clean. Yeah, I mean, I've had a little bit of drama on here. That's it. I don't know why people want to talk about stuff that happened 6 damn months ago any damn ways. That is crazy. Let me go to my screen share. You would think talking about drama every day would have a bad effect on people. Non-stop talking about it, I mean. It sure does me. Let's see. Okay. Let me go back up to her picture so y'all can see. Let me see what her name is. She was 63 years old. She originally lived in Michigan, and it said she moved to the Dominican Republic 15 years ago to work as a Montessori teacher. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word right, but y'all know what I mean. I think that means that she taught how to be self-sufficient and stuff, I guess. Her name is Patricia Anton. Anton, maybe is how I pronounce it. She was bound, gagged, and face down on her bed. The Dominican Republic has got to where it is not safe for Americans or anybody from different countries, but especially Americans, to travel there. Back in the summer, there was, several people that drank alcohol from the mini fridge in their hotel rooms, and they died. I guess it was bad alcohol. But it's got really, really dangerous there now. See, they're really stealing your bunny eggs? Absolutely. They went and they stole my bunny eggs, Love Hollis. Yeah. Yeah, I went to my coop. Let me tell you real quick. I got off topic. I went to my coop one day. There was about 6 eggs in there, and I just left them in there. I was going to wait for them to lay more. Actually, I was going to do a video. Went home, come back, and the neighbors took all the eggs out of the coop, and they never, ever bothered to tell me. Oh, well, I'll take that back. He did tell Mark a few days later. And Mark said, well, she knew those eggs was there. She was going to split them with you guys. He said, oh, she needed some for a recipe. I said, you need 6 damn eggs for a recipe? But the point about it is, Love Hollis, they do absolutely zero for those chickens. They don't buy any food. They don't give any water. They don't even walk down there anymore unless it's to go in there and take some eggs out. So it's really annoying to my husband. Yesterday, one of the Varsity Blues parents was sentenced to 6 months for bribery. Oh, I saw that. Wolf Powers. So, Love Hollis. So, he called my hubby on the phone the other day. And he's like, where are you at? He said, well, I'm just out spending all my damn money on this chicken feed and stuff for the chickens. You know, he just said it real smart like. He said, but it's got to be done, trying to give them a hint. They got to have food to lay those eggs. Don't care to split the eggs with them, but do not go in there and just take something and not bother to tell me when I do all the damn work. When I'm the one out in the cold, letting them in and out and crap like that. See, originally, some of those chickens was theirs. One of theirs got killed. Laverne was theirs, got killed. But they were supposed to, even though it's their land, they were supposed to help buy the feed and stuff, and they did zero. Nothing. Hey, Katie. Thank you, girl. Hi, all you beautiful people. Show CC some love. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's the respect thing, Love Hollis. It's not the little stupid eggs. It's respect. It's the principle about it is what upsets me. Yes, Mel, me having to deal with that mean rooster, letting them in and out, doing this and that, and they just go down there, do zero work, and just take what the hell they want, and not even so much as text me. At first, I was like, damn, maybe some animal come in here and took them. But they didn't. They would have busted an egg, or there would have been a lot of feathers, you could have tell. But anyhow. Mandy. See, exactly. Respect boundary, especially when they don't contribute or help. I know it. Like, if it wasn't for me, that rooster would still be out in the damn cold. That's how, I met Sonny. Most of y'all know. He just started coming to my porch and eating my bird feed. All their other chickens had been killed, and they was just like, screw him. Oh, it ain't going to hurt him to sleep out in the ice. They're just so freaking annoying. So, yeah. That egg situation still pisses me off. Because they just act like it's no big deal. Yeah, Florence, he was sleeping out in the cold. In a pine tree. Then he about got killed. I don't know what happened to him. Some kind of accident. So we built him a coop and got him some hens. Then he got mean as hell. Okay, Saz, be careful, girl. Okay, I got way off track, but that's okay. I didn't really have anything specific planned to talk about. Anyhow, just showing y'all about this teacher. I've always wanted to go to the Dominican Republic, but not anymore. See what else is happening. I saw this article, but I never read it. I'm about burnt out on doing the kids' crimes cases. I really am. Just the little articles, they really bother me. That article about that YouTuber, the YouTuber that died that was in jail because she was arrested for abusing her kids. They had a very successful channel, The Fantastic Adventures, I believe. It really bothered me when I was reading what all she did to those kids. She would pinch those kids on the genitals and everything as punishment. Stick their heads under water, ice water, all kinds of stuff. It just really got to me. But here we have a mother charged with murder. I guess she was driving while intoxicated, and she killed her 3-year-old son and his 8-year-old brother, Crystal Gonzalez, from Texas. She crashed into a concrete barrier, killing this little boy right here, her son. And her other son was injured. The crash took place after Gonzalez picked up her children from the father's house early Saturday morning. So she don't look drunk to me. She looks like she's on something. Look how big this woman's eyes are. Look at her eyes. She's on something. She's not drunk. I can spot somebody that's on something a mile away. She was just driving a Toyota Camry at a high rate of speed. She drove onto a raised concrete and grassy median at about 5:10 a.m. Crashed into the concrete barrier. Her sons, D'Angelo Maldonado, I don't know if I said that right. So D'Angelo was 3. He was killed. Christopher, who's 8, was severely injured. Okay, so the oldest kid's leg was broke. And the little 3-year-old was pronounced dead at the hospital. Oh, he is so beautiful. Look at that hair. Oh, my goodness. I always wanted to have a dark-headed kid with blue eyes. But my wonderful son is blonde-headed. But I always wanted a dark-headed little girl. I just like dark hair. I've been thinking about darkening my hair. She looks like she's high on crank or cocaine or a mix. I know it. Let's see if I got any more pictures of her. Wait, they're saying there was a strong odor of alcohol in the car. So maybe she was drunk, but she looks like she's on something else besides alcohol to me. I mean, usually somebody that's drunk, you can tell in their picture they're drunk. Her eyes are popped out of her head. She has to be on something. Oh, thank you, Mandy. Mandy's a beautiful girl. Mel. Gisette wanted me to let you know that her father just got diagnosed as terminal with cancer, and her husband's brother died suddenly. She's been through so much, that woman. Gisette has been through hell. She is one hell of a woman. Well, tell her that I'm thinking about her, praying for her. If she needs me, tell her to email me. I thought she was supposed to email me one time, and I don't think she ever did. Yeah, love all. She's on alcohol and something else too. That woman right there. Picture. Crazy thing. Why would you do that for? Reckon she might have crashed on purpose. Who really knows? It's something about Jamie Kloss. Oh, that's just an article about how certain people survived their abduction and stuff. I did a video on this woman yesterday. It happened in Texas, Love Hollis. That crash happened in Texas. I don't know exactly where at though. I didn't see. Here, this caretaker, she was taking care of her stepsister's kid. Her stepsister got on drugs, and so she gave custody of her daughter to this brown lady. And she ended up abusing this girl. And she died. She called 911, and she tried to tell people that the little girl fell out of a window trying to get to a little kitty cat or something. But when they done the autopsy and stuff, they figured out that she had killed the little girl. And I'm not sure how you pronounce this little girl's name. I think it's Zia Singleton. She was pronounced dead on November 3rd, 4 days after being brought to the Children's Hospital of Pennsylvania. I think her name's Samelia, the suspect. Samelia Brown had claimed the girl had fallen out a second-floor bedroom window while playing with the cat. But the medical examiner found inconsistencies with Brown's account. And the biological mother, which I found this strange. Okay, you need to give up your kid so you can get your life straight. I get that. But you go a whole year without checking on this kid? She said it had been a year since she talked to her stepsister and her little girl. I mean, guess I'm too judgmental, but talk to my son every night. I just don't see how she could go a whole year. But anyways, Brown was arrested on Tuesday and charged with murdering, endangering the welfare of a child, and other related charges. Her own biological children were removed from the house by social services, CPS. I wonder if she abused those children as well. I bet you not. I bet you she didn't abuse her own damn children. Somebody needs to abuse her ass. I hope she gets the death penalty. You can look at her and tell that she's evil. Look at her. Dead. Manson eyes. She has Manson eyes. Yeah, Florence, an entire year. She gave an interview, and she said it had been an entire year since she had talked to this Brown lady and her daughter. And I'm like, what the hell? I understand getting your life straight, but you still could have visited your daughter or called and checked. I mean, I'm not trying to blame the mother or anything, but maybe she had kept in contact, or somebody had, if they would have known this kid was being abused. That's just the way I feel about it. Let's see what else is going on. I think that's about it. Scroll, damn it. This damn StreamYard, when you try to screen share, it won't hardly load. It takes forever for it to try to scroll. I think that's about it, though. Oh, there was an article about Patrick Frazee, No Body, No Crime. That was yesterday, though. Let's see. Let me get back here. Maybe we can see if they've said anything about Patrick Frazee this morning. Let's see. Let me find a recent article. 19 hours ago, 12 hours ago. Let's do the 12 hours ago one. This really sucks that they don't allow cameras in the courtroom and stuff with this trial, but I understand. You know, that is a small town like this area. So, let's see. Frazee Trial, DNA, blood samples support theory Kelsey Barrett was killed in her condo. Well, we know that. Oh, this is the same article I did that video on. It's just saying the 8th day of the trial. Investigators testified DNA tests showed that it was Kelsey's blood that splatters that was in the apartment. And it said jurors also heard from Barrett's co-workers who say they were concerned about her before her disappearance on Thanksgiving Day. Now, I'm wondering why they were concerned about her. Now, I do know that somebody testified that she took off work because of, she wasn't doing good mentally. CC, check your PayPal. Okay. Oh, okay, Love Hollis. I will. I have to get my hubs to do it for me, but I'll get him to check it as soon as he gets back. Thank you so much, girl. Well, little man's keeping me busy this morning, so I'm going to go tend to him. Looks. Okay, girl, I understand. Sometimes, you just got real life stuff to do. Thank you again, Love Hollis. Oh, she was suffering from mental fatigue. I guess she was mentally exhausted, is what they mean. She had gotten into a confrontation with Patrick. He was acting like an asshole. I guess it says asshole. They bleeped the word out here, said one friend. I'm assuming what that meant. So the forensic anthropologist testified about the tooth that he found on Frazee's property. But it wasn't a whole tooth, so he couldn't really say for sure where that tooth came from, the source of the tooth, whether it was a human tooth or an animal tooth. I will tell you something about my goat. Her teeth almost look like a human tooth. So I was thinking, is it possible that that is an animal's tooth? But the investigators theorized that the tooth was left behind after he burnt the body. Then it said another investigator later said the fragment did not provide enough DNA to determine. So I'm thinking, gosh, can that create enough reasonable doubt that he's going to get off on this murder charge? They only found pieces of teeth and bones. I don't even know if they found any bones. Hey, Carolina girl. Is that our Carolina girl that comes in here? Oh. She said he was acting like a dick. Okay, Carolina girl. I said asshole in the video because I thought that's what they were going to say. Oh, Richard Kraft. Okay, you're talking about Richard Kraft. I'm going to have to look him up. And they only found pieces of her teeth and bones. Yes, me, I updated my photo. Okay. Your message was held for review, so I had to go view it. I do have some cuss words where it can't come up in the chat. Okay. And I was amazed that, okay, it's the 8th day. Yesterday was the 8th day of the murder trial, and they have already had 70 witnesses testify so far. And I guess the prosecution is going to do, is the prosecution and defense both doing closing arguments? Has the defense already called witnesses? Now I'm freaking confused. It's what it says, Katie. It says on Wednesday, the judge said nearly 70 witnesses have testified so far. Closing arguments could be made as soon as Friday. So they don't do closing arguments until after the defense has called witnesses and stuff, correct? They'll both do the closing arguments. That's what I thought. Was his mammy up yet? I don't know, Karen. I didn't even know the defense had called any witnesses. I thought they was just cross-examining the prosecution's witnesses. I hope you get to feeling better, Carolina girl. My son's been sick. I had a damn toothache all day yesterday, too. I gotta go get coffee. It's possible y'all could hear my washing machine because I am doing laundry. So, oh, and I did find out. Y'all know how my toilet's always kicking on. I got a leak, so I've been having to keep that turned off. Let me quit screen sharing so I can see the damn chat. I didn't bring my phone in here. Yes, closing arguments are after eyewitnesses. That's what I thought, Katie, but I didn't even know the defense had called any witnesses. Part of me thinks he'll be found guilty, and part of me thinks they'll create enough reasonable doubt. I don't know. I go back and forth with it. I just try to think, if I was on the jury, would that create enough reasonable doubt in my mind? And it would, because I think it's a good possibility that Crystal Kenny murdered Kelsey herself. I know they've got evidence where she was at or whatever, but something inside of me feels like that woman was a lot more involved than what she's saying. Some witnesses would be for both, as they're called for one but cross-examined by another. It can be very confusing. Yes, it is. I'm walking into a parent-teacher conference. Catch y'all later. Well, good luck with that, girl. I hope everything goes well. Yep, you're on to something. Yeah, I mean, this woman cannot be trusted. You cannot just take her word for face value, however you say that. Like, how do we know she was even pregnant by Patrick? Did the investigators go to where she had an abortion and verify that she went and had an abortion? Or they just take her damn word for it? That's hearsay. Can't prove that unless they really went and proved it. I mean, I don't see what good it would do to tell that in court if they didn't prove it. When it comes to these court cases, the trials and stuff, I get confused. I've not watched a whole lot of trials. I did go back and watch Denise Williams' trial in Florida after it was over. Sometimes I get bored watching those trials, certain witnesses. It's not interesting, you know. And the trials that, you know, kids' murders and stuff, I don't want to watch. You know what? Lately, speaking of kids, lately it seems like there's like a whole hell of a lot more stories in the news about kids being abused. I feel like it. I feel like there's been a lot happening lately. Like yesterday, I got on there looking to see what cases was in the news. And there's like 2 or 3 child abuse cases. This woman, I believe she's in Arkansas, starved her son to death a few years ago, and he died. Summer Kazee. And she got 3 years in prison, got paroled out, right? She gets out, has a set of twins. And one of the twins, the little girl twin, died. She choked to death on a car seat buckle. So that's 2 kids in this woman's care that has passed. Let's see if I can pull her up. It's crazy. Katie, I have many theories on that. Maybe because of social media, also because it's not so taboo. Unfortunately, it's being covered now more. Yeah, it tears my heart up too. Hey, Winky. Let's see if I can. Some of y'all might recognize this girl. I think I'm pronouncing her last name right. Let me pull it up and then. This is the girl. She's pretty young. She's only like, I think she's in her early 20s. They teach kids to how to abuse. Yeah, Mal. So in 2016 is when she starved her son to death. You would think if someone starved their damn kid to death and went to prison and got paroled out again and had another kid, they'd automatically take those kids. Why give this bitch another chance to raise kids? She starved her son to death. That shows what an evil, vile bitch she is. This is this county's fault. She should have never been allowed to raise any more kids. As soon as she had those twins, they should have been taken from her. And this is in Garland County. She is facing misdemeanor charges for the August death of her 9-month-old baby. Misdemeanor charges for the death of her baby? Are they serious? Why is it not like felony or something? Murder. I mean, they teach the kids about reporting it. Oh, okay. Sorry. Hey, Michelle. She should be sterilized. Yeah. I know, like, legally, they probably can't stop her from getting pregnant and giving birth, but they could have took the kids as soon as they were born. I mean, she done starved a kid to death. She was convicted January 24th, 2018. That's the day after my birthday. For the 2016 starvation of her newborn son. She starved a newborn baby to death. She probably shoved something down this baby's throat. The seatbelt buckle's what it was. I'm assuming this baby was in a infant car seat because she told investigators she had put her in a car seat and put her inside the bedroom, right? But she told investigators it was a car seat from when the baby was little. And I'm thinking, well, you dumbass, she's 9 months old. She's still little. But what I think it was like, the baby car seats when they're first born. I don't see how she choked on a buckle from a car seat. How did that come off there? Makes my heart hurt too. It makes me so mad. Look at her little smirk there. Look at her little smirk. Her little smug look. Does that look like a mother whose baby has accidentally choked on something? No, it don't. With her little stupid pink and green hair. Yeah, Winky, go ahead, honey. Hey, Verbal. Not here. My ex was told she can't have more, and it's a good thing. If you can't take care of your kids, then you shouldn't be able to have one. Oh, really? So up in Canada, they can put a stop to bitches like this. Excuse my language. She does got a smirk. Overprivileged little punk. Yeah. Yeah, you could tell her lips right there. Let's look at her. It's almost like she wants to smile. The more you look at the picture, it's like I just want to come through this damn screen and just start ringing her bell. Full force. Hit her like a damn man. There you go, Mel. I said ring the bell. Oh, it makes me so mad. Like, how can you starve a baby to death? Like, I don't get it. You must not have a heart to do that, to abuse a kid or anything. Because there's like two little feral cats out here, and I was out of cat food, and it had snowed, and I made my husband go to the store and get them some because I couldn't bear the thought of something being around me and not having any food. You know what I mean? So how could she do that to a baby? Hell, I can't even do that to cats that don't even belong to me, wild cats. Oh, so freaking frustrating. It's pure evil. Karen, have you? Yeah, I've been feeding the feral cats, girl. So this lady's killed two kids now. And yeah, she only done 3 years. Not even 3 years for the first one. And she has a set of twins. One's a boy and one's a girl. And the little girl's dead now. And this bitch sitting here in her mugshot with a damn smirk on her face. I have to get off this or I'm going to get pissed off. Somebody asked me yesterday, they act like they knew her. It's another girl that's got a channel because she asked me, she said, how do you spell that last name? And I told her. They can here in Canada do some things. My cousin was not in a good place, and they took her baby as soon as it was born. Drug addicted, smelly, and hair matted up. Oh my goodness. Hey, Shug. How are you? It's good to see you. Miss Bella. If someone will hurt a child or any animal, that tells me everything that I need to know about their character. Exactly. And you know what? They say, like, when people are mean to animals, they're like, next step up is murdering people, being mean to humans, or if they murder animals, they'll murder humans. There's psychopaths. People that be mean to animals and children and the elderly. Damn, I got to watching that. Speaking of the elderly, I got to watching Snapped yesterday, and there was this nurse that used to shoot her patients up with, God, let me try to pronounce this, epinephrine or something like that. And anyways, what it does is it speeds up a person's heart. It's very hard to detect in a person's body, and it makes them start to have a heart attack. So this nurse would do that. And then she would sometimes, as I was going into cardiac arrest and stuff, sometimes straddle them. But she did this for attention. Because anytime like a code blue was called, the security guard also would come into the room who she was having an affair with. And she would try to revive the patient, and everybody would talk about what a good nurse she was and stuff. But she did this for attention. This is what a criminal profiler said. She really didn't mean to murder them. That was a side effect of the drugs she'd given them that would just happen. She really didn't want them to die. She just wanted a code blue to be called so she could come in and save the damn day. Crazy. Yes, and dangerous, and I'm allergic to it. Really, Winky? And at the hospital, I think this actually may have happened in Canada. At the hospital, they really didn't keep a good track of how much of that drug they had. And they didn't even have it on the floor she worked on. She had to get it from another floor. No, I didn't see it, Winky. Okay, I found it. It will make you cry. Girl, when I get off here, I will go click on that. I won't click on it right now if I'm going to cry. But they actually exhumed some bodies because the nurses got suspicious of this woman because every shift she was on, a spike in deaths. So this one guy, she shot him up with that stuff. He died. And one of the nurses went in there snooping around and got in that box, where they put the old syringes and stuff in, and found that drug, vials of that drug empty, and took it to the supervisor. And they started investigating her, and she called in a bomb threat to the hospital. It was like a big story. It's very interesting. Did you just subscribe to Winky Like Feather? I think I'm subscribed to her, but let me go check. Yeah, I am subscribed to her already. Y'all check out Winky's channel, Red Media. She wanted to be a hero. One time when the code blue was called, the security guard come in there and he started doing chest compressions and stuff like that. And this stupid nurse was rubbing his arms and telling him how strong he looked. And that's really what made people first getting suspicious of her. And she actually climbed onto a patient once in front of other nurses and people and was trying to do chest compressions. And she straddled this patient. And you could see like her pantyhose, she had like them thigh highs on, whatever you call them. Hey, V-Cat. I subscribed to Winky. Oh, thank you. So he says she's almost at 1K. We need to get her to 1K. Yeah, it would help if she'd like come up on panel with me and stuff. We can get her there. I'll share it in the community tab too. Karen subscribed too. Burble. Oh, subscribe. I know he will. I know who we're missing this morning. Andrew. He'll be watching playback. So, hey, Andrew. Andrew suffers from bad arthritis and stuff, and his sleep schedule gets mixed up, so he don't get to make it all the time. Plus, his dad's real sick. And also, guys, y'all remember Will from 411 Now channel in y'all's prayers? I think one of his relatives was killed. It's on his community page. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get off here. My laundry, my washing machine's getting ready to get turn off. I'm going to get some stuff done. I got to go back over to the funny farm. I haven't been over since early this morning. The stinking water keeps freezing. I'm going to have to get a heated water bowl for my chickens and goat. See, when you see that article, you will cry for sure. Remember to ask me about it tomorrow. I'm going to try to read it. I'm going to click on it as soon as I get off here so I don't forget. Because y'all know how I forget to look at the crap. Anyways, y'all have a great day. Stay out of trouble. And be kind and peace. Bye, everybody. Thank y'all so much for chatting.